How's it going, everyone? Trav from South Coast RC. Finished my HPI Savage XS SS kit build and taken it for a couple of spins. Everything has gone well. So I'm just going to talk about like pros and cons of kit building in general, because I'm pretty new to building kits. It's only the second kit I've built, and then cons of this kit in particular, and then the pros of this kit. So as you can see there, I've done a pretty good paint job using the Spaztics holographic colour change, and it is item number 05809 if you want to order some of that. So yeah, came up really nice, and then just backed it with the black from Spaztics, and very happy with that. So yeah, cons of kit building. So there's some extra little bits and pieces, tools and miscellaneous things that you may need. So I'll start off with the CVDs. If you see in the previous video on this, you'll know the CVDs didn't arrive. There's hundreds of parts in a kit. Human error comes into play sometimes, and I think 6 out of the 20 kits where this was purchased from were missing the CVDs. So RC Hobbies, who I purchased this from, contacted HPI in Australia, and within 7 working days I had my CVDs. So that's pretty good in my book. Unfortunately, I'd sort of set aside a day. I got in, started building my kit, and then second page in, couldn't go any further. So I just went on to other steps and did as much as I can. And then a few days later, the CVDs turned up, and I continued. So a bit frustrating, but that's just the nature of it. I've seen a lot of videos, and a lot of guys have had the same problem with many different brands, well-known brands. So yeah, didn't have a problem with the X-Ray kit, and you probably wouldn't expect to with a high-end kit like that. But these sort of middle-end sort of kits, you don't expect it, but it does happen sometimes. But HPI did the right thing, got it out to me as soon as possible, and I'm happy with that. So yeah, the other issue was when I built my diffs, and then I put the went to put the bearings on the out drives, and there's a little plastic recessed part that the bearing sits into, so it stays there nice and tight, and that was actually too large, so the bearing wouldn't sit in there. I've had this with problem with some aftermarket diffs that I bought for other vehicles, and I just had some sanding blocks. I just sort of sanded in a circular motion just to sand. It was only like 1 millimeter, just sanded it down so all evenly until and just checked it until the bearing fit. So yeah, there's just little things like that you just need to be aware of if you are building kits, and you'll learn that along the way. This kit I don't think would be the best for a first time kit builder if you haven't had a lot to do with RC. If you've pulled apart your RTRs and you know the ins and outs of those, you'll be right. But some of the drawings were it's hard to interpret, let's say, but have been used RCs before and pulled them apart, you can work it out for yourself. But definitely the drawings and the diagrams weren't as good as the X-ray ones. But I'm aware of HPI's sort of the way they do their drawings, so that's the way you just gotta think. So that's it for the cons. Pros, when you buy a kit, you do get upgraded parts. So the full aluminium shocks, nice orange anodized parts there. They are an upgrade, so you get them in the kit version. You don't get them in the ready to run. So if you've got the ready to run, you can purchase those for your car. And then the CVDs are also a upgrade, so dog bones come in the ready to run, and then adjustable links there for your camber So the other ones are just solid links, so not as much adjustability. So yeah, 3 upgrades you get in this kit that you don't get in the ready to run. So yeah, not too bad. The motor and ESC that I chose it in mind because I was 99% sure this was the exact same ESC that they put in the ready to run, and it was. It had little parts where it actually clicked into place on the ESC plate, and then another plate goes on top there to hold it in. So yeah, it was perfect. Mounted my on-off switch just on the waterproof radio box there. Yeah, looks very neat. The wiring, I'm pretty happy with it. It wasn't hard like with the 4-wheel drive buggies. You got no room for your wiring, and this just had had good little areas for you to put your wiring. So I was definitely happy with that. Nicely how they've got this little enclosure for the motor, and then these are little fins here, so they are open so the air can get in there and cool your motor a bit. And just turn this around. The battery box I really like. So yeah, you can rest easy that your battery won't get damaged because it's all fully enclosed, and then your cables just come out the end here and connect on to ESC. So yeah, definitely a big fan. And then these actually lock down, so your LiPo's not going to come flying out anytime soon. So that's about it. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's a solid car, and yeah, I'd probably give it a 8 out of 10, I'd say. So the only thing I'm going to do is get the front sway bars. You can see it's got the little part there for you to screw your ball end onto, and then yeah, get your just a front sway bar. They don't have any room for rear sway bars, I'm pretty sure. Just looks a bit unfinished to me, and I just noticed it was sort of yeah, not as solid as it should be. So I think definitely the sway bars will be a good investment. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting those. So yeah, that's about it for today, guys. Just a quick look at it and my thoughts and pros and cons on the kit. Any questions, as always, leave them down below. Thumbs up if you like the video, and you know what to do if you didn't like the video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy.